Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Sorry I'm late. Had a little bit of issue with the connections. I'm not sure what was going on with that. It was not connecting. But I am here live talking to you for Friday Reads. So let's see. I've got 5 people in the chat. Please feel free to come into our comment section and tell us what you are reading. So I'm going to get started telling you what I'm reading. It's a little bit the same of pretty much what I was reading last week. So I am about halfway through L'Élégance du Hérisson by Muriel Barbery. And I'm not really enjoying this one that much. It's a little bit too philosophical for my taste. Personally, I don't like philosophy, and this is very philosophical. Now, there are some funny things about it, some funny quotes and things like that, but other than that, it's just kind of like a math for me. I am still reading The Swans of Harlem. I'm going to be getting started on like in the middle of Act Two, and this is really, really good. If you're interested in how the dance theater of Harlem got started, this is the book to be reading. It's very, very good. It's very well written, easy to follow, very interesting stuff. This one right here. And last but not least, I'm reading Juneteenth, and this is for the Read to Lit book club that I run over on Patreon. This one, I'm like at the halfway mark. This is not an easy read, but yeah, I've a lot of thoughts and things about it. Can't wait to talk to the ladies about this one, and we're going to be discussing this one on Sunday. So that is what I am reading this weekend. So hopefully, well, this one will be finished. Hopefully, this one will almost be finished, and this one will be well on the way to be finished. So there you have it. So let's see who's in the chat. So let's see. Okay, so we have Share. Welcome. Happy Friday. How are you? How are you reading? Teresa, hello. How are you? This is my book and birthday buddy, Teresa. Happy Friday to you. Oh yeah, that's true. It's your second week in a row. Well done. Well done. Tracy, hello, welcome. Happy Friday. Hello, Sharon. Keisha, welcome. Happy Friday. Gianna is reading James. Very good. James is excellent. Welcome, Yolanda. Happy Friday. Hello, Alicia. Happy Friday. Even though it was yesterday. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Um, Cher says happy belated birthday as well. Thank you so much. Love philosophy in my books. Well, then you might like this one. This is I think it's called Elegance of the Hedgehog in English. So you might like this one. I'm not really a philosophy person, so I'm having a lot of difficulty enjoying that one. Almost done with Dominicana. Oh, by Angie Cruz. I wasn't really interested in reading that one as much, but you'll let me know how what you think about it. Sharon is currently reading Chloe Cole by Connie Briscoe. Oh, okay. Is this her new book? As I heard that there's a new book coming up by Connie Briscoe. Yolanda said, finished The Handmaid's Tale, yeah, and am now reading Anne of Green Gables. Okay, so that's nice. So you've gone from depressing to happy. Uh, The Handmaid's Tale is a heavy tale. Hello, Alba. Hola. Oh, you just finished Juneteenth yesterday. I'm like halfway. I'm in the middle. I'm in the halfway part. Um, yeah, we'll have to talk about that on Sunday. Sharon says happy birthday. Thank you so much. Hello, Dee. Welcome. Happy Friday. What are you reading? Hello, Amalola. Happy Friday. Hello, Birdie. Hi everybody. Happy Friday. I'm reading book 4 in the Innkeeper Chronicles by Ilona Andrews. Spread Me a Horror by Sarah Galley or Gailey, I think it is, as well as A Triangle by Robert P. Oton. Okay, very nice. D is reading Tenderheaded by Michael Angela Davis for Advanced Readers Club. Very nice. Uh, yeah, it was my birthday on Thursday, but thank you, Amalola. Hello, Courtney. Happy Friday. Alicia said, reading Juneteenth, and I do have thoughts for Sunday. Good. Keep them for Sunday. Oh my goodness. Tracy said, by the way, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, my fro is froing at the moment. Um, Birdie said, happy birthday. Thank you so much. And let's see. Sharon said, yes, it's her new one. Oh, okay. All right, Chloe. And how is it? Because I mean, I haven't heard anybody talk about it. I haven't seen it show up on my timeline. Amalola says she's struggling with Juneteenth. Yeah, Juneteenth has its moments. It has its moments, and then it's just like, ah, yeah. Look, if you don't finish it, don't worry. Don't worry. You know, it's not a problem. Hey, Latrice, how are you, girl? What you reading? How are you this lovely Friday? I'm glad to see you. That means there's no Friday meetings, hopefully. Um, let's see. Tracy said Juneteenth is hard. Yeah, it is. It's not an easy read. Not at all is it an easy read. But at least now I can say I've actually read it. Because I stand by the fact that Juneteenth is the book that everybody maybe owns or has heard of but has not read. Everybody reads is an Invisible Man and they just kind of like stop there. But I feel like there's reasons why this is a hard read. But we're gonna talk about that on Sunday with the ladies. Um, let's see. Courtney says I'm gonna read Who is Katanji Brown Jackson? It's for little readers. Okay. Tracy said, I read it quite a while back and it was hard. Yeah. Latrice said, I'm good. Last day of vacation, checking out in a bit. Oh, well, how was your vacation? Was it nice? Did you have a lot of fun? Do you feel real well rested? Let us know. Let's see. Tracy says to Teresa, you're welcome, friend. Alba says to Alicia, can't wait. That is hilarious. And Alba's got a big old smile. Like this. Amala said, looking for the audio to power through. Yeah, they have an audio. I'm listening and I'm doing a with immersive reading for this because and it's read by is it Joe Morton who's reading it? He does a really good job actually. So I recommend you listen while reading. Courtney said, "Stay on vacation. The world is trash, girl. Don't you know it?" Okay, all right. Latrice is cool and very well rested. That's good to hear. Yolanda said, "Yeah, I read The Handmaid's Tale and not that bad. That's two really depressing books." And had to take a breather. I get you on that. Reverting back to my childhood with Anne. Very good. About my birthday. Well, my birthday is still going on, girl, because tonight I'm going out with my girlfriends. We're gonna have dinner. We're gonna have Indian tonight. So I'm gonna have to leave y'all like around 7:15, something like that. So like in another hour max, I can be on here. So I'm gonna have dinner with them, and then on Sunday I'm gonna have dinner with my husband and my daughters and one of my daughter's boyfriends. So the birthday is still going on. It's still going on. Some gifts have rolled in. Friends have, giving me some gifts. A friend gave me a gift so that we can go and learn how to make marbled paper together, and so that's gonna be really cool in Paris. Another friend gave me this book that just arrived. It's called Lemon. It's kind of like a let's see if I can open. It's kind of like a cookbook, essay, story kind of thing. Let me see if I can get it open. So you can kind of see the inside. And I've ordered a couple of some other books because another friend gave me Amazon gift card. So ordered some other books, but they haven't come in yet. They probably won't come in until another week or two. But this is Lemon. See if I can open it. So it's like this. You've got all kinds of the whole theme of the book is on lemons. So you have all kinds of recipes, essays, different things on lemons. So this is a really nice book from a friend that I got. So that's some of what I got. Let's see. Oh wait, let me see. I've got to go back. I've lost some things. Um. Okay, so Latrice said, "Oh, he does Invisible Man, and it's amazing." Yeah, Invisible Man is amazing. Teresa said, "Today is the last week day of my vacation too, and I'm sad." Girl, I know you're sad because vacation. There's nothing like being on vacation. The world is definitely trash right now. It certainly is. Uh, uh, Alba says the audiobook with Joe Morton is excellent. See, I told you. The best thing about it. Yeah, I have to agree. He really does. Like, I'm sure when he was reading, he was thinking, like, what the heck? But he's doing the thing. Joe Morton reading this one. Tracy says she agrees with Courtney. The world is trash, I guess. Hello, Curtis. How are you? Welcome. Happy Friday. What are you reading? I think Tracy said the celebrations continue. Enjoy to the fullest, Didi. Yes, I will. Thank you so much. Um, Courtney says, why do recipes have to have 30 ingredients? Because sometimes they need 30 ingredients, girl. I don't know what to tell you. Cooking is a science, so sometimes you need 30 ingredients, sometimes you don't. Lemon, I guess you could say lemon could be a coffee table book, but it's not that big. But you could say it's a coffee table book. There's like cocktails in here, and then they have like um all kinds of things like articles and things that are written with the theme about lemons. Um there's artwork in here. It's a fantastic book. I can't wait to dig into this one. I like these kinds of books because you can, get so much out of them. I like these. I think there's another one like this, and it's called Egg, and I would love to have that one as well. But we all read this one first. Maybe do a few recipes out of there and see how it goes. Yeah, they have cocktails in there as well. Let's see. Keisha said birthday month. Laugh out loud. That's why I call now because there's always multiple plans on multiple days. Yeah. Okay. Courtney says cocktails. Okay, all ears. Hello, DL. Happy Friday. How are you? Okay, so DL is working and listening. Okay, girl. Shh. Work and listen. Let's see. Teresa said, T, my birthday was cool. Okay, very nice. Curtis said, I am still reading and finishing Grant Part. And Grant Part is hilarious. Am reading also Race and Reckoning by Ellis Coves and started The House of Deep Water. Okay, I don't know that one. The House of Deep Water by Jenny McFarland. What's that about, Curtis? The House of Deep Water. Is that nonfiction or fiction? Hello, Billy. Happy Friday. Welcome. How are you? What are you reading? Yolanda says to Tracy, okay, that's what I thought. Phenomenal actor. Joe Morton has an extensive movie and theater background. Exactly. I mean, he killing it on this reading now. He killing it. Now, it might not be always that clear what is the fuck is going on, but he killing it with the reading. He's saving the book for me. Jill Morton. So yeah, I'm gonna keep at it. I'm like in the, somewhere in the midway or something. I am fine, Billy. Doing well. Yeah, I can't complain. Curtis said The House of Deep Water is fiction. Okay. I do not know. Let me look that up. The House of Deep Water, because I don't know that one. The House of Deep Water. What do we got here for the House of Deep Water? Let me see if Goodreads is gonna act right though, because the House of Deep Water. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. It takes place in Riverbend, Michigan. The kind of small town most can't imagine leaving, but three women couldn't wait to escape. Ooh. When each must return, Linda Williams never sure what she wants, her mother Paula always too sure, and Beth DeWitt, one of Riverbend's only black daughters, now a mother of two who planned to raise her own children elsewhere, their paths collide under Beth's father's roof. As one town suggests, as one town struggles to contain all of their love affairs and secrets, a local scandal forces Beth to confront her own devastating past, filled with the voices of mothers and daughters, husbands, lovers, and fathers. The House of Deep Water explores motherhood, trauma, love, loss, and new beginnings found in a most unlikely place, home. So, this is the cover. Here you have it. The House of Deep Water by Jenny McFarland. And let's see, when did it come out? Oh, that came out in 2020. It's 352 pages. And the publisher is Putnam's, GP Putnam's Sons. Not sure if this is a debut or not. Possibly. I don't know because I don't know Jenny McFarland. So, yeah. All right. It sounds like it could be interesting. I'll wait to hear what you got to say, though, Curtis. Uh, okay, Yolanda says to Tracy, I remember him and Brother from Another Planet. Had a bit of a crush on him when I was younger. Billy said she's reading A Protest History of the United States. Who's that by? Teresa said, I know y'all hated it, but Joe Morton on the audiobook saved the. No, no, ma'am. The water dancer could never be saved. It didn't make sense half the time. But anyway, whatever. But she said for her, the water dancer was saved by Joe Morton's reading. Ended up enjoying it once I switched to the audiobook. No, I did not enjoy that book. Alba said to be my kind of book, add it to the TBR. Tracy said, I remember reading The House of Deep Water a couple of years back. Yeah, it's 2020 it came out. I think is what it says. Let's see. Yeah, it's 2020. April 2020 came out in the spring of 2020. Um, so that might be what happened is that it got kind of masked because we were closed in and everything with the pandemic. It started in March and it came out in April 2020. So that might be why I don't remember it. I absolutely don't. There was a lot of books that came out in 2020 in the spring. I don't remember any of them. Don't remember any of them. Let's see. Okay, Billy said it's so good. The author is Gloria J. Brown Marshall. Okay. Tracy said rest in peace to Asada Shakur. Oh, Joanne Chesamard. What? Asada Shakur died? When? I didn't hear that. Of course, I haven't been online to hear nothing really that much. Hello, Anna. How are you? How are you feeling? Thank you. I hope you're feeling a little better. Um, I didn't hear about Hasada Shakur. Wait, really? Wow, I missed that. She died on my birthday, the 25th. I did not know. Well, rest in peace. Peace. I did not know. Um, oh, you're reading Juneteenth. Well, we were just talking about the difficulty of reading Juneteenth. Mm. So we just talked Amalula into getting the audiobook. Um, yeah, I did not see that, but I wasn't really that much online on Thursday, so that's probably why I missed it. But oh, I totally didn't get that. Yeah, I missed it. Missed it, missed it. This is a great picture, her with her fro when she was younger. Yeah. All right. So Tracy said she recently reread Asada, such a powerful book. I need to read Asada. I have not read Asada. Yeah, Alba says, "Oh no," too. So she didn't realize. I think I didn't realize it, and being that I wasn't online very much, I didn't see the posts. I'm sure there were a lot of posts for Asada Shakur. I'm assuming there were a lot of posts for her. Um, on different like maybe on Blue Sky and on Threads and on IG and maybe even on Facebook. I'm not really sure, but I'm sure there were posts for that. So yeah, definitely a book that I have on my to be read list is Asada. I don't own it, but I will surely try to get to that one sooner than later for sure. Okay, Billy said she read Asada last month. Okay, it's such a good book. Yeah, I've only heard good things about Asada. I just don't own it, so I would need to acquire it and get to it. So that might be a project for next year. Because I said I would probably take time to look through all of my books to see what I own in nonfiction that I haven't read yet, and to try to put that on a list to read. And if there's anything like I haven't read Malcolm X, I haven't read Asada. What else have not read? And I don't even think I own Malcolm X. Do I even the autobiography of Malcolm X? I don't think I own it either. So yeah, I might need to rectify those things. I definitely need to rectify those things. Um, because you're not. I got to keep my nonfiction up. I don't read loads of nonfiction, but I still try to hang in there and read some nonfiction here and there. But I try to read things that are important, particularly to the Black community. Yolanda said, "Well, this country is so busy celebrating someone hateful that I could see how her death um, not listing it at all." Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. This is the reason why we have to be there to be reminders of what the reality is. Since people want to go to Delulu land, we have to remind people you're in Delulu land. You have to remind people of that, and that's what we're here for. Gianna said Malcolm X is fantastic. Yeah, I've only heard good things about it. Definitely something I want to read. Teresa said, I started Assad a couple of months ago, but put it down because I was stressed from the beginning of the book. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty harrowing. Tracy said, it's funny because I just started Revolution in Our Time, the Black Panther Party's Promise to the People by Kekla Magoon. Okay. Yeah, so you were like, that's like a trend there, that you were on. And then here we have Asada again. So that will make people want to read Asada, like people like me that haven't read it, it's gonna make people want to read it, and it's gonna make people want to reread it, if they've read it, a while ago, they'll want to reread Asada, to know her story. Billy said she needs to read Malcolm X again. Yeah. So those are definitely two books that I don't own that I would like to put on my list to read next year as important books, important nonfiction books to read. I also need to read, what's it called? I can't think of the name of the book right now. Wait, I need to read, um, I need to read, I can't think of the name of the book. Um, because I haven't read that yet. I need to read the 1619 Project because I have not read that yet. I've been dragging my feet on that one, and I need to just squelch it and do it. And I need to read Cast because I haven't read that yet. Both of those I own but have not read yet. So those two should definitely go on my list next year of nonfiction books to read. Uh, Tracy said to Teresa, "Yeah, it starts right out heavy, which is you're talking about Asada." Billy said, "I need to reread Malcolm X." Teresa said, "Same, Billy. I just bought a new copy because I am not sure what happened to my original." Uh oh, did you loan it? Did you lend it to somebody and they didn't bring it back? Um, Tracy said she's finishing up Down the River Unto the Sea by Walter Mosley. How is that going? And Survival is a Promise to Eternal Life of Audre Lorde by Professor Alexis Pauline Gums. So, how is Down the River Unto the Sea going? Because this is a title also that I have not seen people really showing um, from Walter Mosley. Um, yeah. Let's see. Yolanda says, "Has anyone read A Day Later?" Oh, yeah, I read that years ago. A Day Later, Donald Short. Picked it up at the used bookstore for $2. Okay, come on, $2. And I wonder if yes, it's very good. That one. It's an oldie though, but it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. Yeah, Day Late Dollar Short. Love the title and the story is good. Which would be better? 16. Now they're not the same kind of book now. You need to read both of those. I need to read Black AF as well. I have that. I have Black AF. I have 1619. I have Cast. Like I'm just a hot mess. I need to get on it. Sharon said, "Are you guys talking about the autobiography? Yeah, the autobiography of Malcolm X, or his book called the Mal? No, I was talking about the autobiography of Malcolm X. That's the one I need to read. Um, Tracy said it's pretty good. Cher said haven't read 1619, but Black AF was one of the best books she said she read last year. Well, there you go. I'm late. I need to get on it. DL says love Terry McMillan. I do too, but I like her older work better. I don't like her new work. I'm not really feeling her new work that much. Tracy said a day late dollar short. Okay. Courtney said I want to buy one of those and read over time. Yeah, well, you could do that because 1619 Project is quite the chunker, and Black AF is I mean that's over 400 pages as well. So they're both chunkers. I mean, I could see reading over time is fine. Amola said, "I'm 3-3 in a hot mess with Eugenie." Oh God. Also have all those books you just mentioned. Yeah, I mean, got to 1619 and haven't read it. Got Black AF, hadn't read it. Got Cast, have not read it. Like I'm a hot mess. Really need to get on it. Curtis said to Courtney, I haven't read the 1619 project, but would say Black AF is a satirical type of read and that he enjoyed it. Yeah, it's not the same kind of book. So you really need to just suck it up and read both of them. Read them both. Um, let's see. Sharon said Black AF is great. Yolanda said, I feel so behind because I don't have the funds for a lot of these newer books, and I'm reading all the older things I have on my shelf. Girl, get this from the library. Go to the library and get it. You can get it at the library. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The only reason why I'm having to buy a lot of books is because I'm living in a foreign country where I don't have access to a library that has English books. The closest library is in Paris. And on top of that, I would have to pay a very expensive membership, which I'm still not sure if I will do one day. I'm not sure if I can make that work for me. Maybe when I'm retired or something, I can make that work for me. That would mean I would go into Paris with a little rolling, suitcase. I would get like 8 books or 6 books or something, bring them home, read them for the month, and then bring them back at the end of the month. Make it a day in Paris, both days in the month. That's like what you do when you're retired. I can't do that shit now. I ain't got time for that. Let's see. Teresa said, I will try real hard to knock out some nonfiction for November. Yeah, every time I try that, it doesn't work. I only managed to read one book. There's something about the idea of reading nonfiction all month that just grinds my gears. I can't do it. Tracy said The Warmth of Other Suns is one of my all-time favorites, mine as well. Cast is definitely different. That's what I hear. Billy says, I agree, Tracy. Okay. Yolanda said, Tracy, I have that book. Can't wait to read it. The Warmth of Other Suns is fantastic. I mean, it reads like a novel, but it's nonfiction. It's just fantastic. Sharon said the library is my best friend. You see, there you go. You ain't got to buy it. I mean, I say buy it if you want to make that investment because you actually want your own physical copy of 1619 Project. So you want to get that. But you know what you should also do is go to the used bookstores because they usually have these books and you can get them a lot cheaper if you have good used bookstores in your area. That's another way around it. Let's see. I'm gonna say to Yolanda, and I used the same library in this here Frisco, Texas. Then they aren't going to have those books. Okay, possibly. Um, Keisha said, anyone excited for Brandy's upcoming memoir? Well, no, not me personally, but somebody else might be interested. Yolanda said, I take care of my dad and can't make it to the library. Oh, that's unfortunate. Um, yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Curtis said to Yolanda, I would say if you are on a budget and want to buy nonfiction books for cheap, I would suggest A Books is very good. And there's that other one. What's that other one called? What is that other used bookstore online called that everybody used to order from? They still order from, but I don't remember the name. Because that one works as well. There's A Books and then there's that other one. I can't think of what it is. Um, let's see. Curtis said to Yolanda, I would say if you're, yeah, I would suggest A Books online. Nonfiction books can get very expensive for sure. Teresa said, "Oh, wait now. I am not ever reading only nonfiction in any November. Girl, I'm lucky if I read one book in November at this point. It's hard. I mean, um, Courtney said, I use my library all the time, but have a Barnes and Noble gift card. I want to buy something meaningful with that. I know I won't get rid of. Well, then there you go. You can get Black AF if you want, or 1619 Project. Keisha said, if you have a library card, there's an app called Libby you can borrow ebooks and audiobooks from. That's also a very good point as well. Yolanda said to Curtis, okay, thanks. I'll look that website up. Um, isn't it half price books? The other one, used price, half price books is another one that is does use books that you can get, good prices for them. I think it's called half price books. And then I think there was another one. There's another one. I can't think of the name of it, but there's another one online. Half price books and A books. What's that one? It's like a app and people put their used books on there. And sometimes there you can buy books really cheaply. I can't remember the name of the app though. What is it called? It's in the States and everybody puts their books on there and you can get them, pretty cheaply. Share says to Yolanda, if you're open to digital reading, I check out all my books from my couch. I love reading on my e-reader because it is front lit instead of backlit, like a book and lamp. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, front lit is better. Teresa said, "Nah, Brandy ain't necessarily that girl whose life interests me. No, it don't interest me at all. I don't care." Keisha said, "Thrift books. That's it. Thrift books. There's also half price books. They got that app as well that I can't remember the name of, but that works too. There's A books. All those are good." Um, Tracy said, "Wait, I haven't heard about it. Yeah, A books has been around. Ooh. You got A books in the UK, you got it in Germany, you got it in France, you got it in the US, you got it in Australia. A books everywhere, everywhere." Billy said, "Brandy, I had mixed feelings." Okay. Amalola said, "I just looked to see if they had Black AF history in the library and only have the audiobook. 1619 Project is there, and so is Cast, which surprises me." Okay, well, there you have it. Book Outlet. That is the other one, Teresa. Thank you. That is the other one where you can get kind of cheaply priced books. Amalola said, I'm used to book shopping my used book shopping hack is to type the book into Google search and then hit the shopping tab. It brings up thrift, Better World Books. Yeah, Better World Books is another one that's good. World of Books also. Yeah, those that's what I was trying to think of is Pango. Is that how it's pronounced? Pango Books. Pango Books. That's the one where you can sell your own books on there and you can buy other people's books. So that's another one as well. So you got a lot of used books options in the States. Um, Cher said, other than Viola Davis, I find most celebrity memoirs to usually be meh. Yeah, it depends on who it is. I mean, I did read Whoopi Goldberg's, and it was very good, and it's really good because I listened to her read it on audio, and she reads it wonderfully. It's really good to listen to. Other than that, who else have I read? I haven't read anybody else recently. She was the last famous person I read about. Um, Tracy said to Teresa, Book Outlet, that's the one I was thinking of. Yolanda said, thanks for the recommendations, everyone. I really appreciate it. Sharon said, Pangolin. Yeah, Pango, yeah. Tracy says, I think it's Pango. Yeah, that's what it is, Pango. Alba said, I just read and listened to Juneteenth through Libby. There you go. And Thrift Books is my friend, always gives me free books and shipping. Tracy said, sorry, I'm a little, I didn't see that you already said Pango, no problem. Cher said, the author narrates Black AF and did a fantastic job if you like audiobooks. But I would want the e copy as well because I did a lot of highlighting. Yeah. Keisha said, poor Brandy. Y'all not wrong, but I am curious. And she reads it herself, which is always a plus for me. I had 3 Audible credits I have to use before I cancel it. So one down, two to go. You sure you don't want to use it on something else? Because that Brandy book might not be all that. Teresa said Whoopi and Leslie Jones were both so good. Yeah. Amala said, I enjoyed Matthew Perry's. He was very raw and vulnerable and a little bit funny. Okay. And Tracy said, Bits and Pieces, My Mother, My Brother, and Me was so very good. That's the one from Whoopi Goldberg. It was very good. And Amala said, eons ago, I read Arthur Ashe and Andre Agassi, which I both really enjoyed. Yeah. Mila said, Jennifer Lewis's memoir. Oh, yeah. The Mother of Black Hollywood. That book is so good. The Mother of Black Hollywood is, yeah, that one is big ups. And she reads it, so don't waste your money on the book. Just get the audiobook and listen because she reads it. And it's just so good. Okay, and Mila said she also enjoyed Gabrielle Union's memoir. I ain't listen to that. Um, but yeah. So and then of course, I mean you have other ones like Tina Knowles, Matriarch. I hear is, I mean, I've heard good things about it. I don't know if it's good. I haven't read it, but I heard today that she's writing a new book. Tina Knowles. It kind of has self helpish vibes. So I don't like self help books. Mila said, "Yeah, Brandy, no thanks." Oh my God, we don't care about Brandy. Billy said, "I just don't know how vulnerable Brandy will be or how much tea she will spill. Is she going to talk about her secret marriage? You know she's not going to talk about that. The industry, her family. I just have mixed feelings. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna spill no beans on none of that. Um Keisha said the only book I've read by Whoopi is If Someone Says You Complete Me, Run. Loved it. Well, go and listen to Bits and Pieces because it's very, very good. It really shows like it explains her family dynamic with her mother and her brother, and you can see how her mother poured a lot into her when she was younger. When her mother did not have a lot of money to do that, somehow she managed to do all these things for her. Just amazing. Very good read. Teresa said, I need to read Jennifer. Oh, yeah, Jennifer Lewis. Oh, so good. But Gabrielle is another. I don't care. No, I don't care about her either. And her life enough. No, I don't either. I mean, I think she's a terrible actress. I'm sorry. That might be an unpopular opinion. That might be a hot take. But for me, she's a terrible actress. She does every role I've ever seen her in. She has the same facial expressions, the same. She acts always the same in everything she does. And it's just like, oh my God, yeah, like no, that might be too much of a hot take, but that's how I feel about it. Um, Tracy said you all have to go to see the interview that Robin Roberts did with Jennifer Lewis. Yeah. Keisha said I have Jennifer Lewis, just haven't gotten to it yet. That one is funny. It's funny and serious and everything all while combined. Courtney said you definitely need audio for Jennifer Lewis. Yeah, because she kills it when she reads it. Woman is wild. Get your ass out and vote. That's right. Um, Wait. Let's see. DL said, can't say I'm looking forward to a book by Brandy. So Brandy is like a no-go here. Hello, Dee Dee from Virtues of Books. Welcome. How are you? What are you reading? Um, so Courtney says Tracy was that with the Kanye comment. And then Amalua says, how are we going to read all these books? We not reading Brandy's, that's for damn sure. Dios Lava, Didi and I are kindred spirits. Ah, okay. So it's not a hot take. Not a fan. Gabby, you're not a fan. Okay, so it's not a hot take. I thought I was that was a hot take for me, but clearly not. Yeah, no, she's not. I'm not a fan of her acting. Amalula said, I like being Mary Jane, but for all the subplots. Well, I didn't mind reading, being Mary Jane, but the problem is every other role she was like she wasn't Mary Jane, and I'm just like, no, girl, you an actress. You gotta change. You gotta switch it up. Because I felt like I was seeing Mary Jane in every role she played after that. I mean, I don't know. DL said no sleep, Amalola. Tracy said she talks about that horrible accident that she had and survived. Yeah, I saw. No, I saw her being interviewed, but it wasn't by. It was by someone else, and that accident was horrible and harrowing. I mean, this one could have been eaten by a lion, girl. Eaten by a lion. Freaking scary as hell. Not only did she fall from a height off the balcony, but then she could hear the wild animals like walking past her and growling and stuff. I was like, oh my God. That was terrifying listening to her talk about that. Um, Amalola agrees on Gabrielle Union's acting. Yolanda said, I'm with you, Didi. I think Gabrielle Union is really overrated. Yeah. So I'm glad it wasn't too much of a hot take because I feel like a lot of people really like her, but I don't understand why. She's not a great actress. Um Amalola's laughing at DL. Courtney said, how you fall from that? Well, you go and listen to the interview and you'll see there was something about the balcony was not like I don't know, the way it was closed in, it wasn't closed in properly or something like that. Go watch it. It's frightening to hear her tell that story. And then afterward, how she had to recuperate. Oh my God. That woman is she got an angel on her because she could have been eaten by a lion. Mila said, I like Gabrielle Union, but I agree with you on her acting. She is not very diverse, same face and attitude and everything. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Amala said, did you hear there is a dress code for the Brandy and Monica? A dress code? What kind of dress code they got for a concert? I ain't hear about all that. What kind of dress code is it? Didi said, I'm just home, not sure what I'm picking up next. I do have a couple of buddy reads, and I'm behind on so maybe one of those. Okay, that's cool. You want to throw a name out for us or something? Um, let's see. So Courtney saying hello to Didi. Didi saying hello to Courtney. Keisha said, yeah, I got Jennifer Lewis on audiobook. I prefer to get a memoir on audio if possible. Yeah, especially if they're reading it. Keisha says she got Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. Yeah, that one is good too. That's a really good one as well. Physical CDs as well as my aunt's. So my aunt could listen. They loved it. Yeah, that's a really good one though. Born a Crime. Yolanda said, I think she said that there was no railing. Yeah, something like that. Like they have in the States. It's something like it's either not a high railing, it's like a low railing. It's something weird like that. And it was dark. And she didn't see that it was this way and fell over it basically. Um Wait, I think she said that yeah. Okay, Mila. Okay, so we're talking about Jennifer Lewis when she fell off that balcony. She was in South. She was in what? In Tanzania, somewhere like that, where they were like on the grounds of one of those, animal refuge things. And when she fell over the balcony, there was wild animals walking around all over the place. And somehow she didn't get eaten. She froze, if I remember correctly. She almost stopped breathing, when she could hear the wild animals nearby. Oh my God. Scary. Scary business. Teresa said, Didi, I bought a copy of Bleak. Oh, yay. I'm reading, ready for the read along. Very nice. Very nice. Happy to see so many people that are interested in reading Bleak House. We're going to have fun with this one, I think. Keisha said, poor Gabriella caught a stray, and we were just talking about Brandy. I liked her in Bring It On, but to be honest, I don't remember in much else. Ooh, yeah. JM said, have we talked about 107? No, we have not spoken about 107 days. That's one of the books I ordered for my birthday, and so I'm waiting for it to arrive, but I don't think it'll arrive for another week and a half. But I am interested in reading that one, 100 Days by Kamala Harris. Let's see. Dee said Arcana Academy. Okay, by Eliza. Is it Kova? Is it Elise Kova? And The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. Okay. Keisha said, "This is why I don't like going near railings. No, I don't either. Worst fear unlocked. You read my mind on that one. Mm-mm. JM said Jennifer Lewis's book is Audible. It's on, yeah, it's on Audible. Yeah. Teresa said, to Keisha, someone mentioned liking Gab's memoir. There's a lot of people that like that memoir. When it came out, tons of people bought it and tons of people loved it. So yeah. Tracy said the doctors in Africa were fantastic in saving her life. Yes, they were. Because she had broken things, and oh yeah, she was in a state when they managed to get her out of that, out of the position that she was in. JM said, Miss Asada Shakur passed away yesterday. I just ordered her autobiography. Yeah, we talked about that earlier that we hadn't heard about it because I wasn't really online and didn't really hear about it. And we all talked about how we either want to reread it or want to read it. So yeah, definitely. I feel like we're gonna have an Asada resurgence for that book. Amalila said Gabrielle Union's memoir was a good read for me, but not good enough for me to read the follow up. Yeah, I mean a follow up. Come on now, why didn't you just put it all in one book and call it a day? Why is she making a follow up? I mean, her life isn't. I don't think her life is that special where she would need a follow up. In my opinion, I just I don't get it. I don't see why she would need a follow up. Just put all that in one book and call it a day. Because yeah, I don't get it. Follow up. So because I remember her first book is not that big. It's like maybe I don't even think it's 300 pages. So how big was the follow up? And why did she need a follow up? I don't know. I don't get that. I don't know. All these people when they well, like that's like Obama. Obama wrote his first book. It was almost 500 and some pages, and then apparently he's going to have a second book. Well, I don't think that second book is happening because like he wrote that book. That book came out when I don't even remember when it came out, but I don't think that second book is coming out. That's just my opinion. The follow up to Gabrielle Union's memoir. Mila said, "Wow, I don't remember that at all in Jennifer Lewis's book, unless it was in her second one. I didn't read that one. No, the her falling that is a different thing. That happened later. Keisha said to Teresa, I'll put Gabrielle on the wish list, aka I'm gonna check Libby first. Okay. Teresa said, I need to read Cicely Tyson's memoir. Yeah, me too. Especially since in this one that I'm reading, Cicely Tyson was connected to Dance Theater of Harlem when it began. Like she used to help the dancers with their acting and their stage presence when dancing. And I thought that was freaking cool that these, dancers were being mentored partially by Cicely Tyson, which was uber cool. Uber cool. Let's see. Yeah, I need to read that one too, Teresa. Yeah, she was a phenomenal actress. DL said she still hasn't released the second part. Yeah, well, 2021 is when the first came out. Okay, that makes sense. Amalula said, I still haven't read Promised Land. JM said, I must confess I didn't finish Obama's Becoming. Michelle Obama? Oh, Michelle Obama's book, I finished that. Becoming was good. I'm talking about I'm talking about Barack's book. Um, Amalola said, I think I have it just to put it next to Becoming. So you got the Obamas as a couple on your bookshelf, but yeah, I still haven't read Barack's book. I'm not sure when I'm ever going to get to that one, but I'm gonna try at some point. It won't be next year though, that's for sure. Um, then Yolanda said, I have two books by Barack. Yeah, I think I have one of the ones. What was it? Dreams of My Father. I have that one. Haven't read it yet though. Cher said, I think this timeline is providing material to talk about faster than Obama can write. Teresa said Obama always had plans to write his presidential books in parts because I think the plan was to cover all. Well, damn. Look, I don't need him to cover all 8 years. I need him to cover the highlights, the important parts. I don't need to know the all 8 years. Like, come on now, come on now. The average American ain't even reading one book. How you gonna be making 3 and 4 part book? Nah, come on, cut to the chase and get it done. Um, let's see. Curtis said, I have heard so many people say that they only have the Obama book on their shelf just to say they have it, but don't have plans to read it. I know, right? Kind of sad, but it's the truth. Well, now keep in mind, I feel like it's really because some people actually tried to read it and it was a little bit on the dry side. And I feel like this is the reason why people haven't actually attempted it. Now that we're in the period that we're in now, it's not even going to get better, and nobody wants to read it even now. You know, as Michelle Obama wrote her book, it was written that is totally different kettle of fish. So it was a very readable, very interesting book. Um, I feel like Barack's book is marred with dryness, and this is the reason why people haven't really read it. Um, let's see. Tracy said Cicely Tyson was good friends. Yeah, she was friends with Arthur Mitchell, the founder of Theater of Harlem, and she would mentor these dancers, in the beginning of the company. Teresa said, "I read Barack's book and loved it." Oh, you loved it. You're the only one, Teresa. Oh, girl. I believe you were the only one who loved it. Yolanda said the audacity of hope was the other one. Yeah, I remember this title. Yeah, I don't think I have that one though. DL said Promised Land ends with 45 being elected. I thought he covered all. No, I enjoyed Promised Land. No, 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 DL. He was supposed to do a part two. So yeah. I don't know when it's coming out, the part two, but that was the plan. It was supposed to be a part two. Tracy says The Audacity of Hope was really good. So yeah, maybe I need to read that other one. Dreams. What is it called? Dreams of My Father. Dreams from My Father. Or maybe I should read that one. And The Audacity of Hope first, and then circle back on Promised Land. Because I think those books have gotten better reviews. Like people really like them. Let's see. Tracy said we definitely miss intelligence in class in the White House for sure. DL said yes, he was supposed to do part two, but I don't know what it was supposed to cover. The years post presidency, girl, I don't know. I really don't know. Teresa said no, it didn't. DL. It ended with the killing of Bin Laden. Okay, well, here again, we still don't know what's in part two, or what's supposed to be in part two when it comes out. Yolanda said his personality doesn't come through in book form. I don't even think it's about his personality. I think it's about him talking about, I guess, his working up to becoming president and then, the beginning of his presidency. But I don't think that's, there are aspects of it that are interesting, but not all of it is interesting. So, I mean, I'm gonna blame the editor. I mean, that's all I can do is blame the editor because the editor is there to kind of let you know. Now you're getting a little bit long winded, Barack. You need to you need to scroll back now. Um, but yeah, it's a big book, Promised Land. Um, Teresa said it did for me, Yolanda. So yeah, so she says it has the Barack's personality. Mika Sunshine Glory says, "Hey everyone, I want to read I Put a Spell on You by Nina Simone." Oh, that's probably good. She was fantastic. That's the only memoir I would read other than The Audacity of Hope by Barack Obama. We have the Put a Spell on Me is probably really good. On You is probably good. JM said, I enjoyed saving money and space in my TBR, sorry, in my one bedroom apartment. What am I reading? With Libby and Hoopla. But with all that's going on today, I think I want my books to keep on hand with me. Knowledge is disappearing too quickly. And that's for sure. That's why I'm surrounded. Amalila said to Tracy, did you see Le Prez at, I guess, University of Georgia? Hilarious. Told those people oh, in the UN. Yeah. Told the people their countries are going to hell. The thing is, I don't know why they sat there and listened to him because when he started talking trash, I would have got up and left. I mean, they're in all their rights to get up and leave. I don't understand why they didn't all get up and leave. The man is, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't have sat there and listened to it. Dee Dee said, I read a book recommended by Barack, Blue Hour, Tiffany Clark Harrison, and I have so many questions. Like, sir, what makes you recommend that book? Look, I'm always a little bit dubious about Barack's summer list because he had this book on that list, and I'm still thinking, I did not care about these people. And what kind of anticlimactic ending is this? I'm still looking at that one with the side eye. I'm a little said Barack just needs to go walk a runaway from me. Um, Tracy said that UN speech by who was absolutely disgusting. Yeah. Yolanda said it seems like he tells the story of his life better in person because he's so funny and more animated. But maybe that's just me. But I don't think the story that he's telling is funny. That's the problem. It's serious. This is not him talking about, like his family life. This is him talking about being a president. Ain't not much funny about that. It's like all serious. Cher said the president of Colombia gave an excellent UN speech and called a spade in regards to our leadership. Okay. Um, I'm said at least Barack reads. Yeah, but I want to know what Michelle is reading right now. How come we don't get Michelle a summer reading list? Anyway, Teresa said a ton of other people posted that they love that book though. Okay, I didn't see these ton of people you talking about. Maybe I missed it. Tracy said yes, I'm a Lola. Barack Obama is definitely a class act. He is a class act for sure. Um, Teresa said he had some funny parts in the book. Okay, good. I'm gonna have to read this book then. Maybe I should put it on my list for next year. Um, let's see. I'm gonna say saw a post that said if you have critical thinking and reading comprehension skills, it's a tough time for us. Okay. Tracy said at least Barack can read. Sharon said everyone, please hit the like button. Thank you so much, Sharon. Teresa said she watches more TV. She said, and Barack, the reader, is the reader and always has been. Okay, well that's fine. Yolanda said, well, maybe we could get what's Michelle listening to, like what music she grew into, what podcast she listening to. Maybe we could get that from Michelle. Yolanda said to Tracy that part. Alba said, I want to know what Barack's daughters read. That would be interesting too, to know what they're reading. Yeah, summer reading lists are great from people that you admire, and so you can always learn things about that. So I ain't mad at that. So maybe I should push Promised Land up my list and put it on my nonfiction read for next year. Maybe. What you think, Teresa? I need to bump it up to summer to my nonfiction reading list for 2026. Should I do that? Tracy said, First Lady Michelle Obama is also a very good knitter. I heard that, but I didn't know if that was true. Mika Sunshine Glory said, I thought the president of Ghana gave an excellent speech too at the UN. He made a strong stance, and I admired that because some of the other world leaders didn't want to ruffle any feathers. Yeah, I mean, he got all bent out of shape because the escalator stopped when they got on it. Like, oh, the first lady almost fell over. She would have fell over. She walking up the freaking escalator steps. Like, come on now, she ain't paralyzed. She can walk up steps. Yolanda said to Amalola, yeah, it's a dangerous time for people who actually use their brains. Day one says she loves Beyonce. Yeah, she does. Latrice said, did you just skip it? Oh my God, Latrice. Oh my God. You're killing me. Latrice is so funny. Just skip it. JM said, just ordered Swans of Harlem. Yeah, this is an excellent book right here so far. I mean, I'm not finished it, but it's still hanging with 5 stars for me. This one is good. Um, let's see. Yeah, it is a beautiful cover, I must admit. It is very, very beautiful. And it has pictures here in the middle. So, yeah, nice book, this one. Let's see. Rosa said, my favorite Barack is Dreams of My Father. The Promised Land was okay, not bad, just okay, interesting. Cher said it was his own videographer that stopped the escalator. I know, that's what I had heard. And it was his own White House staff in charge of the teleprompter. The incompetence knows no bounds. Well, he got the people around him that he say he wants. He get. I love this for him, Cher. All I can say is I love this for him. Okay. I'm going to say Melania left that man, I'm sure, praying he couldn't make it. Yeah, she saw the escalator stop and she just said, okay, and started walking up the stairs. He was at the bottom going, oh damn, I gotta walk up the stairs. And he was like complaining. Melania was fine. Yeah, she was. She was fine. Yolanda said you can tell Melania cannot stand him. Yeah, no, she can't stand him. And that's how she pick her hats. She be picking her hats so you can't see her face. So when she makes this face, you can't see it. So yeah. Well, that's what she got with. So she knew what she was getting with. So, I figure you get what what you say you want. So she got it and now she can't get rid of it. So it is what it is. So that is all I have for you today. This has been an excellent conversation about books. Like I said, hopefully I can get all this done by Tuesday. Um, and I'll be back next week. Let's see. Albert said, "I love that for him." Yeah, I do. I love it for him. I love it for him. So let's hope he can walk up more steps. I love that for him. Tracy said he's worse than a 2 year old. Yeah, definitely. I know 2 year olds that have more decorum, but it is what it is. So I'm out, ladies and gentlemen, and this has been fun as always. I will be back next week, and I wish you a good weekend with lots of great reading, wonderful weather, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye bye. And already be in October, y'all. We'll already be in October. Have a good one. Bye bye.